Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be doing a requested video that I got, and that is to go ahead and do some building tips. So this is a build that I have started working on. So we're just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna try and implement the building tips while I'm building these, and I'll just explain to you why I'm doing them. Alright, so let's get started. Alrighty, so normally the first thing I like to start off with is pillars. I think they help a lot with like the structure. As you can see, I've already done some wall trim here. Wall trim helps a lot as well, so I'm gonna go ahead and start adding pillars onto here, onto this building, and then I'm gonna go ahead and color them. I know it kind of looks really weird right now. This build does. I'm not 100% sure what I'm gonna do yet for this build, so that is why it looks really weird. Because this is not what I'm gonna stick with. I will tell you that right now. This is not what I want to stay with. So let's go ahead. I normally just use plastic for my beams. I don't normally do wooden ones. Uh, but yeah, here, yeah. So just make them go ahead in with the rest of your color palette is one of my biggest things to recommend. So yeah, so you can see kind of the difference uh, on this one versus the others. Just it adds a bit more like shape because it comes out a little bit more, and you can see that. So I'm gonna go ahead and let's see. I want to add a bit more wall trim to it. So let me go ahead and get some wall trim. I like to use a lot of different wall trims. Like I'll go ahead and go around like this, and then I'll go up here and use it up on here, and then I'll use the baseboard, not that tall one. Use a smaller, maybe not like that. Is there a nicer? Yeah, maybe one like this, and I'll go around and do it like that. See, so it adds, like, you can tell, a lot more, just like it just adds more. I guess I'm trying to figure out how to exactly explain it. Just you can see it adds more shape than the other ones have. So let's see if I were to go ahead and I want to have this like a dark stone gray, and we'll have this like a nice dark brick or whatever I want to do here. And then you see how like the color pops so much more. Oh, I've screwed this up on this one just because it comes out a bit more. I do kind of like this, so I think I'll go ahead and change this down here because I don't want it like this. Like I'll keep that because it ties in with the rest of it, but I have to find a good, I think hurricane gray would work. Let me get some like wooden bottom perhaps. Yeah, and then something like that, if you get what I, see what I mean here with this. And then I'll go down here and I'll get the institutional white here on the bottom. Alright, oh. Alright, yeah, you just see the difference between this pillar here and this pillar. Just like the difference. It looks, in my mind, it just looks so much nicer because it's so much more detail. And that's what I like to see with these builds. It's just the detail, the level of detail on them. So I think I want to go ahead and make it like, I want to have like a big light in here or something. So I'm trying to figure out how well I can work this, but let's see if I were to go, let me grab, not this, I want to get some greenery to put on like the top of it. So like it's kind of old looking almost. See, just, it's like, it looks really weird like that, but it's just like the little details. So if I go ahead and grab some lily pads, and I'll put some of these on here too. I did see this on one of my friends' builds. They had a lot of lily pads on top of theirs. So I want to go ahead and just have like that greenery up on here. Just see, look, it makes it look so much like older and like more rustic, and that's what I like to see. And then even if I want like a little bit of pop of color or something, I can do the little lily pads with those on it. And if I want more difference, just you can see where I'm going with it. It looks a little odd. Let me see if I can change the colors here so I can make it just a little bit more like blending with all of it, and it's all like make it all the same color and whatever. Can you not color these? You can. Yeah. So just see how like it, how much like I just want to make it a bit duller so they all can like go together a bit more. See, it's not the best this thing in the world, but if I go back here, let me look at it from a bit far away. Okay, maybe I won't do like the big plants, but just yeah, just do like the trial and error and everything. Just maybe not on these. I won't do the big ones. But still, that looks kind of cute. You get what I'm saying? And if I want, no, not that one. Like stuff, maybe like this color, and it go like that. Can you resize any of the? Yeah. So you can resize these to become smaller. Can't resize those. But yeah, if I go ahead and take this and I color it like that and make it slime green, maybe I can change the texture. I can change the texture too. So I can make it however I want. Okay, see, look at that. Moss. It kind of looks like it gives more of the mossy texture. If you see, can you see that? Just that helps it out so much more with the detail is what I'm talking about here. Because that is what, again, just you want all those small details, and that's what makes all the cool builders builds. That's what makes them really cool is all their details they put into them, because they can spend hours just on details, and you can tell how it really helps out their builds. See, we'll put a couple more on here. Yeah, so you can already see the difference between this one and this one, because this is the basic one. I haven't done much on this side. I haven't done much on here, but I've done stuff on this one, and it looks a lot better. So let's go ahead and maybe I'll add some vines. So I obviously can't do anything with this one, but I can definitely work with like this, and I can put it just get some vines like over here, and I can just do them just on one side works. However you want to do your, and you don't even have to do greenery. You don't have to do vines. I'm just trying to explain like showing how like it helps and like how it looks nicer. At least in my opinion, I like more greenery. This is how I like to do my builds, with a lot of greenery and everything. Oh, that's not what I meant. Yeah, but like I can extend the greenery so like it'll be up on like a lot of these other areas that are near it. See that? Yeah. And then let's make it like the darker slime color so it'll blend in with all the ones on the top. See? Yeah, so that blends in quite nicely. And that's kind of what I wanted to do. And let's go ahead here. I'll get rid of this. So let's see what else we can add. So maybe let me look. Also, another great thing to do is, I'm not on the screen right now, but another really, really good thing to do is look up just some inspiration. So if I go, I did have some inspiration photos that I really like, so let me go ahead and find those and see what kind of stuff they added, because you don't have to copy it directly. By all means, don't copy it directly. Just go and look at some inspiration and see what the people who you want to have yours like check out what theirs look like and use that inspiration from all those. So if I'm looking at one, I kind of like all this greenery they have here, and like a lot of bushes and stuff, and some trees. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get a tree, and maybe I'll put like a little tree right here and get some greenery around the bottom of my tree. But let me color my tree. I know you can leave the tree as it is, but I like to have a lot of my colors matching. So I think I like this pine cone color, so I'm gonna go with the pine cone. And I'm just gonna get this tree, and I kind of want to make it see how it's going through? That's alright, because it looks overgrown, and that's the feel that I want for this build. You do it however you want it to feel. So I'm gonna get a couple bushes and some grass in here just to cover up the bottom of this tree a little bit. I'll even get a couple mushrooms just for some color. I'll get a couple taller plants maybe, get a bush. I think I can rescale these bushes. Yeah, I can rescale this bush so I can make it a little smaller bush. Sure, it costs some more money, but it looks really cute. This little mini bush. And if you even want place fillers, bushes are a really good thing for like little place fillers around things, just because you can make them smaller or make them larger just to fill in a lot of spaces, which is also great. And with my greenery here, I also want to go ahead and I want to place a little bit more of the vines behind with my greenery. So I think for here, I'm not going to go ahead and use the same color since I want this stuff to pop a little bit more. Maybe with that one, I'll go a little bit darker, but maybe we'll go the grass or something. And it does look a bit better darker. That doesn't look too bad. I'm not sure what I think about this. That's the thing that I struggle with a little bit. Just like, yeah, I think the darker colors do look a little bit better. Just because they do also vary a little bit. This, I'm just going to darken that a little bit. So it just looks a bit more on the realistic side. And then I want some color, so maybe I'll go in and I'll get like this blossoming bush here. I'll move this and I'll get my bush here and I'll put it like that. And I'll go down, size that smaller. I'll do it like that. Alrighty guys, we're back. I just went ahead and I did a bit more of like the whole grass and greenery stuff. And as you can see, I went ahead here. You can tell. Do you know how like on lawns they have like the lines from, like where you mowed? I really like that look, so that's why I went ahead and did this. So I have this little area over here. I'm gonna extend some more greenery probably out into here because you don't want it all centralized in one area because that looks kind of awkward. Because like all this, like where's the greenery? It's a bit more boring. So, but just went ahead to show like how you can have all this stuff here. But I don't, if you could see how drastic this color changes, I don't like that as much for my build, so I think I might try and color match a bit more. Okay, so I think that looks good. It's a bit more subtle, I would say. If you get what I mean. I'm not sure if it goes with this, so I can't tell. You tell me down in the comments below. I want to know, which do you think works better with this here? Let me know. So we did some like greenery stuff, but now we should probably get on to some other stuff which I haven't covered yet, which would be coloring of the house. So I haven't decided on colors yet for this. As you can see, this is as far as I've gotten because I'm struggling on a main concept, which is getting this to match up with this because of the shape that I've chosen. It doesn't match up that well, as you can kind of tell. So I'm probably gonna have to change this because it is making me super, super angry for no good reason. I don't know why I've done this to myself. So let's go ahead and focus on this for a second. Yeah, okay, so maybe I'll have it like this, and then we'll have this front door, but I don't know how I want to use that fountain. I want to use it, but perhaps with this we'll make it a little like shaded, and we'll have like a little stones. Let me get my garden stones here, and we'll make just a little path from here up to the front door. Yeah, so it's like a little fairy cottagecore path. See that? See, so that doesn't look too bad. So we changed it. It's not exactly what I was going for, but it still works. It still works really well. So let me get some trees because I want to make it so you can't see as much back here. You can't see what's going on. It's nothing evil, but I just want just the privacy aspect of all of this is something that I like in my builds. Just so we'll have a little bit of privacy. So it's like it looks like little woods, but it's not little woods because there's stuff back there. Well, it's not a wood because it's literally just around the entrance, so you can't see all this back here. My house, my gorgeous huge house I'm gonna build. But yeah, we'll go ahead and go in. Just use like different tree variants is also another tip I have. Because if you want to get it as much like hidden as possible, you want to use different trees to cover up all the different spaces. Because if you see with these big ones, you have all this space underneath that people can see and literally walk underneath. But if you go ahead and use different trees, then it's different. See, because I can use this to cover up that. You can still walk in here, but there's nothing back there, so no one has a point to walk back there. But I can use, maybe I'll use like a little bit of this one, and it covers up that hole. See what I mean? So it's a little bit darker and more shady looking path, but it still looks pretty nice, I think, in my opinion at least. I think it looks a lot nicer. So we'll go ahead and start with that. So this house is going to be a freaking mega mansion. I don't know how I'm going to afford all of it, but alright, so let's go ahead and go in like this. I think, maybe I'll use this and put it somewhere. Maybe I'll go off like this way and make like a little cute picnic area thing. How about that? We'll do like a little nice garden over here. I'll use some trees to cover up all of this, like the wall. And let me get some like nice little fruit trees in here. And then we'll make some access from here. Make an access. No access there. I'll cover it up. Give me another of these trees. So we'll cover it up a little bit more. But this will be like our little garden area. That'll be cute. I have like a little picnic area and everything. I gotta make the rest of the wall around the whole place, but see, you get what I mean? Just use your imagination, try out different things. Because I stressed myself out yesterday over that, not being able to figure this out, and I try something new. I scrap my design, and what do you know? I've got something else that I like even better. I am gonna change this path though to be a little bit more compact. But please, still, even though I am changing stuff, please, I need your opinion. So I need you to please go ahead and comment the grass thing, the grass colors, because I don't know if I like this or not. It's starting to grow on me. I would have never done this, but I'm trying different things out today. So it's growing on me a little bit. So we have this. So let's go in. Let me see if we're running low on time. Oh, we are running low on time today. We did get some outside stuff done, not exactly house builds, but we are running out of time today, unfortunately, since I don't want to make this an overly long build, because there is a lot of information in it, and I don't want to make this an overly long video. So let's go ahead and hop out of build mode here. So I want to make it a bit more maybe hooded. I don't know what I want to do, but just it's a bit of a difference just going through because the cars can easily fit. And then you have this little thing here and you walk on up because you can't fit through these trees, but if you have a car pulling up. How much? Oh. Don't mind if I do take these trees. Plus, yeah, these good income. Very good source of moolah. Right, let's harvest these. We'll get some of our money back. Yeah. But this is probably going to be it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching this, and make sure to comment down below if you want another episode to this perhaps, and if you would like, I'm asking you to please comment what grass you like better. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!